Hello everyone, my name is ZCRGator and welcome back to Tier List Tuesday. Today's tier list is all about the regional rodent Pokemon. I have been playing through Legends Arceus recently and I've been encountering a lot of Bidoofs, and I said, you know what? How about we rank all of the regional Pokemon in a tier list? So that's what we will do today. With that being said, it has been like a month and a half since the last time I have recorded a video, so this might be a little bit of a rough one because we're trying to get right back. We're trying to get reaccustomed to doing this every single week. But with that being said, I decided to be a little lazy today, and instead of actually creating names for the tiers, I'm just going to do a normal S through D tiers tier list. But yeah, I guess with that being said, if you end up enjoying today's video, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, it really helps your boy out. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, and comment down below who is your favorite regional rodent Pokemon and why. I'd love to know. But with that being said, let's get started. And we're kicking things off with the OG, the original Rattata, and I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of the regional Pokemon. I honestly found myself not really using a lot of these Pokemon, so I'm probably not going to have a lot to say about most of them, but we will try anyways. But with that being said, we are kicking things off with the original Rattata, and of course, you gotta put Rattata in the B tier. It's the OG. Honestly, design kind of solid. Rattata ain't that bad. Raticate, Mr. Udicate, not a big Raticate fan. Not a big Alolan Raticate fan. Alolan Rattata, though. I really do like me some Alolan Rattata. I think it's pretty cool. I like the dark typing with it. Again, I don't have a lot to say. I guess I have used it, but like, I couldn't really tell you. I wasn't like the greatest fan of a Rattata when I used it. It was alright. Like, it's pretty mid, but like, I gotta put it in B on design, and just because it's a classic. It is a classic. Gotta put it in the B tier. Up next, we have Sentret. I'm not a big Sentret fan. But Furret. Furret's S tier because of the one meme of the Furret that just walked until I think Diamond and Pearl remakes were made, and it was to I think it's the Accumula Town theme in Pokemon Black and White. And because of that meme alone, I absolutely love Furret, and Furret's just adorable. And like, if I could have a pet as a Pokemon, Eevee would be my #1 choice, but a Furret would be very high on that list. Like, I love Furret. Like, it's so adorable. I don't even think I've ever used a Furret on any of my teams before, because anytime I've ever used a Sentret, it was always in like a Nuzlocke, and I always lost the Sentret before I got a Furret. But like, it's a Furret, dude. Like, look at this dude, man. He's just so adorable. Like, I gotta put him in the S tier. Up next is Zigzagoon. And I love me some Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon's so cool. Which, by the way, Obstagoon, I see you all the way down there. I'm going to put you all the way up here. I love me some Zigzagoon. Alolan Zigzagoon goes into my A tier. I don't like it quite as much as I like the Hoenn Zigzagoon, but I love me some Zigzagoon. Linoon, also an A tier. I really like Linoon. I also like I love me the regional forms of Zigzagoon too. Galarian Linoon, I like him. He's just a little crazy guy. And then Obstagoon is just, you don't want to mess with that man. You really don't want to mess with this dude. So I'm a big fan of the Galarian Zigzagoon line. I think they're really good. I like them all. They're really cool. Zigzagoon's probably my favorite of the rodents, honestly. Sorry, Mr. Furret. I love you, Furret, but I gotta put Zigzagoon up there. Up next, we have Bidoof. I love me some Bidoof. Bidoof is so adorable. I can't believe I have 4 of them in S tier, and I never use these things. Well, I've actually Zigzagoon. I've used Zigzagoon a couple of times, and I've used I've done like 2 playthroughs of Sword and Shield, and I did use Obstagoon on my first playthrough. Really liked it. I've never used Bidoof. Well, I have used Bidoof. I don't use Bidoof like that in any of my playthroughs, but it's just Bidoof. Like, this thing's a god. How could I not like this thing? It's a Bidoof. Not a big B-Barrel fan, but that's fine. B-Barrel's okay. Like, it's pretty mid, but it's okay. Look, it's B-Barrel. Like, it's fine. Up next, we got Patrat. Am I a Patrat fan? Yes, I am. Patrat, I don't know what it is about the little guy. I like him. I like him more than I like the Rattatas. He's just a little dude. Like, he's just minding his own business. Watchog, though. I'm not a big Watchog fan. The reason why I'm not a big Watchog fan is because Lenora had one, and that thing wrecked shop on me. And anytime I used a Watchog, I was not as effective as Lenora was. So, this thing annoyed me. Not a big Watchog guy. Up next, we got Bunnelby. Bunnelby's adorable. Like, this thing's just a little bunny dude. Like, look at him. He's just so nice. He's just a cute little dude. Diggersby, though. Not a Diggersby, man. Not a Diggersby fan. I was never a Diggersby guy. I don't have a lot to say because I only ever used it like one time, and I wasn't the biggest Diggersby fan. It was just all right. So, pretty meh, honestly. Up next, we got Young Goose, and I'm a Young Goose fan. I'm a Young Goose enjoyer. I used this on my first playthrough of Sun and Moon. Honestly, I'm trying to remember what my original team was. I had Incineroar, which I called Nacho Libre. I had Young Goose, which obviously I named Donald Trump. Because, I mean, look at Gumshoes. I'm going to put this in A tier as well. I find this thing incredibly funny. So Sun and Moon came out, I think, in 2016, and this is this is the height of, gosh, I think this game came out like the same month Donald Trump was elected president. So this is like the height of meme Donald Trump. And so at this point in my lifetime, all I was seeing were memes of Donald Trump. Did I think he was an absolute buffoon? Yeah, but like, it was funny, and that's why I had to have him on my team. So I created the meme team. So we had Nacho Libre, we had Donald Trump, we had Shrek, the Golisopod. I have no idea who the other 3 members on that team were. Somebody was named Robbie Rotten. I don't remember who was named Robbie Rotten, but one of them was named Robbie Rotten. I might have changed Nebby's name into Robbie Rotten, because I did have a Lunala. I do remember having Lunala. I just could not tell you who the other 2 members of that team were. Oh, did I have an Alolan Raichu? Maybe. I think I had one Alolan form. Could not tell you what that Alolan form was, though. It was either Alolan Raichu. It definitely was not. Oh, was it Alolan Ninetales? I'm trying to remember what the big memes were back then. But yeah, Donald Trump was a huge meme back then, and I every single time I sent this thing out into battle, it was like, we're gonna hit him with a bite. It's gonna be the biggest bite you've ever seen. We're gonna absolutely chomp the heck out of him. It's gonna be great. We're gonna chomp him more than we're gonna chomp Crooked Hillary. Oh my goodness, our opposition wants nothing to do with us. Absolutely nothing. We're the most terrifying Pokemon quite possibly ever. And they don't tell you how terrifying we are, but we really are terrifying. It's gonna be the absolute greatest battle you've ever seen. So, just because of that alone, I am a huge Young Goose and Gumshoes fan. Even if I don't like the Don Man all too much today, I was also I was a younger lad back in the day, and I thought it was incredibly funny. So I still appreciate these guys. I'm a bigger fan of them than most will probably be. So either way, Young Goose, Gumshoes, I love them. They're great. They're absolutely great. Up next, we have Squovet and Greedent. I am not a Squovet enjoyer, and I gotta do this. We're gonna add a row below. We're gonna change up the color. I want this. Let's see. This is just. I don't know what to name it. What should we name this? Because my dislike for Greedent is so strong. You know what? This is my least favorite Pokemon in the existence of Pokemon. I dislike this thing with a passion. I strongly dislike this thing. Oh my goodness, I have a burning hatred for this thing. I don't know what it did to me either. I just look at this thing and I say no. I want nothing to do with this thing. I do not like Rodent. I do not like Rodent. I just look at him. I look at his dumb face. Look at his dumb smile. It's weird because I guess it kind of reminds me of like old time Disney, but even I guess I was never a big fan of like old Disney animations either. But gosh, there's just something about him. Like, you know, this guy's evil too. Like, this guy's evil, and he's evil in the wrong ways. Like, he's evil in the bad ways. I tell you, this is not a guy. This is not someone you should be a friend with. This is just get away from him. Get away from him. Put a restraining order on him. Make sure that he can't get within 200 feet of you. I want nothing to do with Rodent, honestly. Nothing to do with him. I want him away from me. I want him as far away from me. I dislike this dude so much. He's just the worst. He is the worst. Alright, now that we're done with that, the Galar region, my least favorite of all the rodents. Now we can get to the little guys that I actually had no idea. I had no idea that Tandamouse and Mousehold were the regional rodents of Paldea, and I probably should have known because they're a mouse and that's a rodent. Either way, I did on my like C squad of Scarlet and Violet in my first playthrough of it, because I had multiple teams that I'd rotate through because I didn't want to overlevel my guys with the story, but I also, you know, I wanted to just experience the whole game and take as much time as possible. I did have Tandamouse, which I had no idea. I went into Scarlet and Violet as spoiler-free as possible, so I had no idea. He's just, you know, they're just sitting there in the team, and then all of a sudden, there are two more of them. And I said, what do you mean there are two more of them? They had some fun, I guess. And, you know, I had to think about that because I was like, why are there two of them? And then I realized, I was like, no. Either way, kind of funny because I was baffled when it happened. When it originally happened, I was like, there's no way this just happened. Is there? I was like, they just populated in the party? What are we doing? What are we doing here, guys? Either way, I like the two little mousies. I like the two little mice. There we go. I don't want to ever say mousies again. That just feels wrong. I like the two little mice guys. They're pretty cool. You know what? They're fellas. They're just little dudes. And then they grew a family. And this family knows the move Population Bomb, which is just insanely broken. I like them. You know what? I was fans of them. Honestly, I'm fans of more of the rodent Pokemon than I thought, even though I didn't have a lot to say about them because I don't use them regularly. But I'm bigger fans of them than I thought I would be. So, either way, with that being said, I think that wraps up today's video. If you ended up enjoying today's video, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It really helps your boy out. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. And comment down below. Who is your favorite and least favorite rodent Pokemon and why? I'd love to know. And why is your least favorite Greedent? Because this thing is an absolute travesty. I wish this thing never existed. I wish it could be as far away from me as possible because I do not like it. I do not like it. It is a stain on this earth. On this earth that we call, I guess we call Earth, but like it is a stain on in the Pokemon franchise. It should never exist. It should have never existed. It should never be a thing. We should never make this a thing. Never make this guy a thing, okay? I hope Greedent is never becomes a thing. I hope it never becomes popular because this thing is just I don't like him. I don't like him. Either way, with that being said, I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal day. Phenomenal rest of your week. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.